What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. The Milwaukee Bucks been on this roller coaster. Man, look, this ain't the twister, it ain't the flashback, it ain't none of that. This the roller coaster you don't want to be on. But let's just jump right in and talk about it. You know how we do. If this world were mine. So the Milwaukee Bucks just took on the Washington Wizards and lost. After that bad loss to the Lakers, that was a bad loss without LeBron James. I mean, the Lakers do play well without LeBron. Let's not sit here and act like the Lakers do play well without LeBron. The ball's popping. D'Angelo has a little more, freedom. Anthony Davis, you know what I'm saying? Again, freedom. The Lakers do play better without LeBron most times. And then losing to the Pelicans. Not that the Pelicans aren't a good team, but it's just another loss for the Bucks. And then beating the Hawks without Dame. I mean, that was a little surprising, but Patrick Beverley, you know what I'm saying, had a good game offensively, you know what I'm saying, contributed on a high level. He's not going to do that a lot, but he did. So you want to see those things. Giannis was just back to being Giannis, the Greek freak. Giannis was definitely back to being the Greek freak. We saw that version of Giannis, right? Then we get to this game against the Wizards. And you start out the game bad, just kind of like not even really paying attention or whatever. And then I noticed the defensive philosophy. Let's go ahead and get into Doc Rivers real quick. The defensive philosophy, this is what I assume is. Now, Brook Lopez could have been doing his own thing, but Brook Lopez refused to go with his man to the three-point line. Whether it was for a screen, a shot, Brook would not leave the lane. So every time you had a high ball screen, you know what I'm saying, for the Wizards, Jordan Poole, Butler, whoever, wide open. Wide open looks on a high ball screen with the center. You know what I'm saying? Wide open looks. Brook Lopez sagging so far back, he wasn't there in connection to do anything. Blitz, hedge, challenge, show. He wasn't in connection to do anything. He was nowhere to be found. It happened too many times for it to just be, a mental lapse and things like that. It had to have been the defensive philosophy. That was bad. So then the adjustment was made, right, to bring Brook out, to let Brook follow his man out there for the high screen so he can be in contact and in connection, whatever. Then the middle just opened up for the Wizards. Now, by this time, they're getting their confidence. They're getting their rhythm. They're getting the Bucks behind the ball. You know what I mean? Then the Wizards go into half with the lead, right? So they're already going. They're going now. They come back out, confidence, they rolling. Now they build the lead. Patrick Beverley, a lot of minutes, really nowhere to be found, though. I mean, a lot of minutes is in as much as you can have him out there not being too productive on the defensive end or on the offensive end for this particular game against the Wizards, right? What? I mean, it was something going on, right? One time, Brook Lopez came out to guard somebody at the three-point line. I forget who it is, but they just drove right by him like he wasn't even there, spun him around like a top. Then he had the nerve to throw his hands up like where the help at? You, hey, bad defensive philosophy and then bad defensive effort because everybody individually was getting broken down on the defensive end. Beasley, as an individual, was getting broken down on the defensive end. Giannis was even getting beat on the defensive end. As an individual now, Bobby Portis even getting beat on the defensive end, right? Patrick Beverley was as well. Middleton was getting destroyed on the defensive end. I mean, Avila was just look, they have to play at a high level offensively to make up for the lack of defense. Everybody looks at Dame. A lot of people look at Dame. But what I'm starting to see, these guys are going to have to really play some strong team defense and get on a string and rely on each other. Because individually, I'm not seeing good defense at all, really. And Pat Beverley, that's effort. You remember I talked about effort. Most times being an effective defensive player is all about effort and awareness. That's what brings Pat to his highest level of defensive capability is his effort, his effort. His awareness is at a good level as well, but his effort is what takes him there. You know what I'm saying? And when other things are going on, when Pat's out there as the starting point guard, expecting to get the ball a little more or I don't know what he was expecting. I'm just saying it just didn't look good. You know what I'm saying? And then the bench, besides Portis, who else is on the bench? Who? Connington. Man. And this is the wrong time of the year to have more questions being raised than answers. You know what I'm saying? I mean, All the questions that they had previously, those questions are still there, and now there's more questions. You know what I'm saying? And when that happens, hey, look, Doc Rivers has been there long enough.
Oh, got him.
You know what I'm saying? To at least start answering some of them questions as opposed to bringing up more questions. And if that's happening, that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing. You know, going into the playoffs, you know, looking for a championship, looking to contend for a championship, it's not a good thing. That shaky ground that they're on, they need to stabilize, they need to settle. And that comes from the top. So we'll see. We'll see. Comment down below. Let me know what you guys think. If they can settle this shaky ground that they're on, because they're going to have to do something. You know, the way that they're going to have to play on defense together as a team is probably the way they're going to have to play on offense. Because they're not going to be able to just depend on Giannis being Giannis. They're not going to be able to just depend on Dame being Dame and then hope that works well together. They're going to have to all play well together as a team. It's going to be some sacrifices. They're going to have to do some soul searching or something and figure out how to come together as a team, because it's needed on both ends for the Milwaukee Bucks if they're going to contend for a championship. Now, if this is just, you know, whatever, then it's whatever. They should have kept Adrian Griffin for that, right? But if you contended for a championship, which is the reason they got Doc Rivers, then they're going to have to settle this shaky ground that they're on and play better as a team on the offensive end and the defensive end. Because anyway, comment down below. Let me know what you guys think, man, about the Milwaukee Bucks and this roller coaster that they on. So I thank you guys for watching. Thank you for joining me. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on the next one.
If this world were mine,